What's up, everyone? It's Coach Kale coming at you with a quick video. Hey, look, man, I woke up today negative. I gotta be honest with you. I woke up and I start getting on the phone. You know, I have so many things that I could orient my energy to, positive things. You know, things that they're gonna pay dividends instead of taking away. So I have to be honest with you. You know, I started snapping on my bro, and I start getting on his case. You know, call in, check in with family. You know, if a family member calls you, you pick up the phone, you text them, you call them back. You know, that really bothers me. You know, and I have to be honest. I took out. You know, I started to feel like that internal anger come up. I started to be very angry, and I started to tell him that, you know, the next time I see you, if you don't answer, it's probably going to be at a funeral. You know, and the family comes together, and the last thing I want to do is see you at a funeral because you failed to talk to me, you know, or at least call me once over the holidays, Zoom me once, brother, you know. And I said, you know, if I see you there, I'm gonna punch you in the face. And I have to be honest, like I had to take a step back today as I'm starting to go off, you know, first thing in the morning, and I'm just, you know, I'm able to be so glad to share this with you because I was able to take a step back and pause and say, wow, man, I'm going hard right now. You know, I'm upset. I'm angry. You know, I was. However, this is not going to solve the problem. This is not the solution. This doesn't even feel good. You know, where's that coming from? Well, I believe it has been a process of myself learning how powerful intention setting is and learning how powerful the mind is. So as I've been taking time to meditate daily and set intentions, I've been asking for healing. And so when you think of healing, you're going to think of the end result. But sometimes the greatest healing and the greatest momentum that we can gain in our healing path is to have these scenarios and situations which unfold in our reality. Something very simple, you know, something I normally don't think about too much, and then I just fly off. You know, this could have been a whole scenario. And I'm grateful because by stepping back, now I'm able to examine myself deeper, and I'm asking myself, like, what's below the anger, you know, because there's this thing called the anger funnel. And basically it's when you have other emotions, sadness, fear, etc. And maybe for some people, happiness, you know. And the anger funnel, you know, it goes through this funnel. All the emotions filter on the big end, and they all just whittle down, and they kind of go through this one exit point, this one exit node. And that's anger. And it comes out as anger because really I was hurt that my brother wasn't calling me over the holidays, you know. This is my toughest time of the year, but it's also been one of the best that I've had in a while. So I'm grateful for that, you know. However, where's my bro at, man? I needed support. And so, you know, I just totally flew off the handle. And with that being said, I was able to take a step back and think, like, instead of threatening to punch my bro in the face at a funeral, you know, why not take that energy and convert that? Why not take that enthusiasm and say, instead of harming my brother, which is really harming me, and feeling that way is harming myself. I don't like feeling like that. Nobody does. And take that emotion and use that as fuel. Because instead of thinking this thought, I was able to come to this thought. When I see my brother, he's going to see my progress, you know, physically, mentally, everything. And he's going to want to talk to me again because I'm a good older brother and I love him. And so, you know, you can't deny physical progress. You can't lie about that. And so as I took this to heart today, the situation, I said to myself, you know what? I'm just going to try 5 times as harder to be a better person. You know, I'm going to take a step back. And so I just wanted to share this with you because this is my ego. This is my shadow rearing its ugly head. And as somebody who is really trying to be dedicated and on the path of healing, I have to be willing to heal myself. And so the deeper context is that when you're praying for healing, be prepared and be aware for these situations to come up rapidly. And be equally prepared in your resolve to deal with them and their scope and in their depth, and examine yourself. Now I have turned this as an opportunity to change. And how did I do that? I'm always going to advocate, if you're able and you're capable, I want you to consider the process that I use. I felt that emotion today, and for a long time I've been disconnected from my pain, so I was actually really grateful to feel that. To feel that instead of nothing, that's a gift. I'm glad I felt that, And with that pain, it became my teacher, so that when I started to do my burpees, all I'm thinking is, I'm going to show my bro. I'm going to show my bro. This one's for you, bro. And I began to realize through this process of exertion and sweat and breathing heavy, and my mind is no longer able to continue the incessant chatter. And I come back to my center, and I come back to myself, and I realized that I was being selfish. Maybe my brother is hurting. Maybe there's something going on in his life, where he's having trouble reaching out, and I pray for him. I pray for him. You know why? Because that's me. My brother is me. I'm my brother. And so even if he never knows his pain, he doesn't need to know that. My pain is my teacher. I transmute it and it becomes wisdom. And so as these days go by, my promise and acknowledgement of this mistake is to begin ceaselessly thinking kind thoughts, thinking thoughts of encouragement, thinking thoughts of love for my brother. Feeling that. I love you, bro. I love you. And you know what? That love for my brother, that also translates for love of myself. And that is my secret weapon. When I say that I don't believe in motivation, I feel like motivation is just totally reward-based. There's something deeper in the context to think of another, to say to yourself, I'm so okay. I'm more than okay. I have an excess of strength. I have an excess of hope. I have an excess of resolve. I have an excess of determination. I have an excess of perseverance. And I gift that to you. I gift that to you. When I am doing these workouts and I'm saying in my mind, I love you. I love you. I'm going to keep going. It's not just to myself. It's my brothers. It's my sisters. It's my whole human family. And that experience is something that it's a level of true joy and true hope and true profound just oneness with the universe. And you know what? It costs something. It does take sacrifice. It takes a sacrifice of your comfort. Can you sacrifice your comfort for 20 minutes? Can you sacrifice doing something different? Okay? It does take that sacrifice of sweat, that temporary physical pain, but that's nothing, because once you transcend and once you cross that line that you thought that you couldn't cross, you become something more. And this is a process that happens each day that I approach myself and I bear myself before myself. I take my eye and I turn my gaze upon who I am, and the reflections dissolve away, the shadow dissolves away. There's only light, there's only awareness. And what I'm here to teach you is the culmination of this awareness. A culmination of awareness that I build within myself. And this is not easy. This is not easy. But you know what? Everything that is truly rewarding in life, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a test. But that's what this life is. Some people call it a game. I like to say that life is a series of lessons within lessons within lessons. Everything is a lesson. And as we move forward, I'm going to teach you how to take your life and transmute it. And I'm going to teach you how to become powerful. I'm going to teach you how to find these moments where you step out of character, hit the pause button, and we're going to do something different. We're going to become better people this year together. You ready?